Welcome to Oulton Park. It's round 9 of Bennetts British Superbikes and the start of the Showdown. As usual here on Friday, we have decided who goes into Q2 for qualifying in Super Picks tomorrow, and we're going to speak to the top 3 ahead of the Showdown. 9 races coming up in 3 rounds, of course, over the next 4 weeks. Cannot wait to get going. Let's pick up then and find out who's your top 3 here today. Third place, we welcome over Honda rider, if he can stop having a chat with our very own James Whittam, Honda rider Glenn Owen. So a man who's already locked a place into the Showdown. Glenn comes to join us. Glenn, welcome. First of all, it's good to see you here on a Friday. We've not spoken here on a Friday for some time. Obviously booked into the Showdown. If we were to look at the circuits on paper that are coming up, you've always been notoriously strong at Donington. You've had wins at Brands Hatch as well. Maybe Oulton might be the weakest of the 3, but you've got off to a great start. How was today?
Yeah, we're working really hard as a team. I think the bike's improved from the last time we were at Oulton Park, and instantly lap times came quite nice. Led the first session for quite a bit. Second session, maybe we feel like we went the wrong direction and sort of salvaged the end. We had a little bit of traffic and stuff, but irrespective, it's not about one lap. We need to find a nicer feeling. I don't feel we made a step from FP1, but all in all, this track has been more difficult for the Honda. I really have to work hard here physically, and it's something I'm prepared to do. But if the boys can make my job a little bit easier, then that would go a long way as well.
Glenn, you know how the Showdown works. You've been here before, you've done it before, and as we've said so often when we watch you race, on any given day, you can spring a surprise on these guys to the point where it's no longer a surprise. What's the game plan coming into this, and how do the tactics change going into the Showdown as opposed to the first 8 rounds?
I think the most important thing is I think the Honda likes to run some slightly unique lines, and if I qualify bad, it makes my weekend difficult. So it's very important for me to work very hard in qualifying. If I'm with the guys, especially in the early laps, I always seem stronger, the first couple, and I can fight with them. Our bike is quite fast, so yeah, I suppose all focus for me is, yes, improve the race package. The boys need to do that. I need to qualify well. If we do that, then we can be a thorn in their side. It is Showdown. There's added nerves, added pressure for everyone. I'm quite laid back as such. I'm fiery, but I'm laid back. I've coped with the pressure at the Northwest 200 before, where everyone expects you to win. So I don't really feel pressure. I'm quite a chill character these days.
We know that, Glenn. We certainly know that. Listen, we're in autumn now. I mean, you wouldn't think it today. It's a beautiful day, but the weather forecast could throw up a few surprises rain-wise. Not bothered by that at all?
Either or, I think, I suppose, like you said, Donington were great. You would love Donington to be dry, and if anywhere was to be iffy, maybe here, maybe Brands a little bit to level the job up. But that being said, I always think the short term and the long term. The short term is to fight for the title this year, the top 3. The long term is to continue at Honda to do a really good job, and if we improve the bike in the dry at Oulton and Brands, well then that's also good. And to do that, we need dry weather. So it's all positive. We just not know how positive it is till 17th or 18th of October, whenever that is.
Okay, well, Glenn, it's good to have you here today. Best of luck for the weekend.
Cheers. I'll hand you over to Tommy here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Tommy now coming over. Tommy Bridewell,
no swearing, mate, no
Ducati, right, now coming into shot. Tommy,
that was fast for Glenn, wasn't
it? Well, we've got to try and keep this short somehow. You're going to have to try and keep it short as well, Tommy, if that's at all possible.
That's a challenge.
Listen, Tommy, of the 8 Showdown competitors, you've got the most work to do heading into it. 8th place overall, but we know what you can do on your day. We know what you can do here at Oulton Park. We saw that last year. How's it gone today? Because it looked like 2 contrasting sessions, FP1 and FP2.
Yeah, definitely that, for sure. I didn't feel too comfortable this morning. Few sort of issues with the bike, but we sort of analysed it through the sort of time we had off. In the bike was a lot better in FP2, so I feel a lot happier now, in all honesty. Like you said, I've got the points deficit to make up. In all honesty, Brad and Jason have got a good chunk on me. But when I actually look at the points, yes, I'm sat in 8th, but in truth, I think 3rd place Tarrant is only maybe 20 points ahead, or 24 points. So it's nothing. It's my thought process, to be honest, is to really look at it coming out of this weekend in 3rd in the championship. That is the first step, and then if we can get to that, then game potentially is on. So yeah, we're all right. We're steady away. Keep my head down. Keep chipping away, and yeah, see what we can do.
Tommy, it's your 5th showdown. Tactics-wise, how do you approach it? Last year, of course, you were 2nd overall. It was here where everything really started kicking off. I mean, there's 9 races, so anything could happen in 9 races. So there is one way where you could say, well, you know, I've got to just try and pick up as many points as possible. But then there is another way of saying, is it all or nothing from the word go?
Yeah, exactly. I've been fairly bold in saying coming into it that, in all honesty, we need to be coming away with 3 wins. You know, I can't let the points deficit become greater. You know, I need to make it less. And in truth, I'm not that bothered about finishing 2nd this year or 3rd or 4th, wherever it may be. All I'm really ever focused on, like every year, is winning the championship. I finished 3rd twice. I finished 2nd last year, and there's one more step for me to achieve, and that's what every year I always set out to do. So eyes on the prize, and just see what happens.
That's what we like to hear, Tommy. You've produced a wry smile on your rival Brad Ray's face as well.
And think how fast that interview was. Now you're going to get bored stiff because Brad's going to start. It's all fun and games.
Cheers, Tommy. Good luck this weekend. Okay, now let's bring in the main man, Brad Ray, on fire in this championship so far. 24 races, 19 podiums, 7 wins. I think I've seen you just about every Friday so far this year, Brad. Good to have you here. Your brilliant form continues. You don't seem to be showing any signs of nerves or pressure. Is that how it is?
Definitely, yeah. A lot of people have said to me going into this weekend, obviously the showdown starts this weekend, and the pressure you would say is on me leading the championship with the points advantage that I have. But to be honest, I feel totally relaxed. I feel good coming back to Oulton, where I got my first victory with the Yamaha, and yeah, I'm feeling chilled. I'm feeling good. In all honesty, I'm not feeling the pressure at all. I'm just going to attack every weekend the same as what I've been throughout the season. It's obviously working pretty well for me, so I don't want to change anything going into it. And yeah, we'll just see what we can do this weekend.
Of all the riders in the championship, you are by far the most consistent over the course of the season. There's no sort of weak point in your racing, in your results. There's no circuit that looks like a bogey track. Going into this, you must feel so confident, especially after your first ever treble victory back at Snetterton a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, definitely. I just got to keep the ball rolling. Like you say, the confidence is up. I'm feeling really good on the bike, and the package is working really well. So, yeah, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. There's no point changing anything. I think that it's obviously working. The bike works well at every track we've gone to. We seem to have a real good base. I come back here and we've tried something with the bike that we've been working with, but we've gone back to what we ran here at the start of the year, and straight away I felt straight at home. So nice to lead on day one and then move into qualifying and sprint race tomorrow.
Unless viewers have had their eyes closed for most of the season, of course, we all know that Shaky's your manager. Shaky's been here before. He's won this many times, including the showdowns. This is just your 2nd showdown. But what words of wisdom has Shaky been giving you over the last few days?
Plenty. No, he's bang on. He's been really good all season, to be honest, and he's just said to me, just treat it like any other weekend, because at the end of the day, you're not going to win a championship from settling for 2nds, 3rds, 4ths, 5ths, whatever. So I'm just going to go out, try and win the race and get maximum points I can.
Perfect. Well, good luck this weekend, Brad.
Cheers, mate.
Started as he means to go on. Brad Ray. Well, it's going to start now, the showdown. From tomorrow here at Oulton Park in Cheshire, the showdown begins. Saturday, tomorrow, we will be live on Eurosport 2 to bring you qualifying. Don't miss Super Picks. That's on at 10:45 until 11:30. And then we'll be back for our first showdown race on Eurosport 2 live from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, with lots of other racing still to come. All of that on Discovery Plus as well. And then on Sunday, we will be live from 1:45 through till 6 p.m, live on Eurosport 2 and, of course, on Discovery Plus. The showdown begins now.